What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 8th day of August in the year 2024. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. Some tragic news to begin with tonight. 35-year-old attorney at law Richard Lane was found murdered in his car on the bridge of his Durban Backlands Georgetown home last evening. The body was discovered by Lane's roommate, Police Sergeant Tony Salka. According to a statement from the Guyana Police Force, Salka told investigators that he woke up at around 10 o'clock last night to use the washroom and noticed Lane's car parked on the bridge with his body slumped over the steering wheel. The man told investigators that he rushed to the car, but it was locked. He said he made contact with the man's mother, who rushed across from her Campbellville home, and they then made a decision to break the window of the car. On entry, they noticed stab wounds to the neck of the attorney and contacted emergency services. The attorney was rushed to the hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead on arrival. The police also reported that a relative of the dead man, Michael Harding, told investigators that earlier last night he visited the attorney's home, where they hung out for a while before heading across to Starbucks. Harding reportedly told the investigators that they returned to the house at around 8 p.m. and he left for his home in Eccles. He said when he left the house, the roommate was asleep and the attorney's car was already parked in the garage in the yard. Police investigators said the young attorney sustained 2 stab wounds to his neck. A number of CCTV cameras in the area are being reviewed for possible evidence that could lead to an arrest in the murder case. Attorney Richard Lane was admitted to the local bar at the age of 22 and later worked at the Caribbean Court of Justice in Trinidad and Tobago for a number of years before returning to Guyana to continue his work as an attorney. He was the grandson of late High Court Judge Justice James Patterson. Tonight, the investigations are ongoing. More news coming up in just a moment.
Your own home is so much more than just 4 walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Over 205,000 school-aged children benefit from a $45,000 Because We Care cash grant and uniform voucher. This initiative helps parents ensure their children have the tools needed for education. Oil and gas revenue makes up 29% of the 2024 budget.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Yes.
Start packing this, yeah?
I ain't start packing yet. Usually I pack a couple hours before and I go. drive. I got my phone, I got my keys, my charger,
Procrastinating planning for the future? Well, that's never a good idea. Let Demerara Mutual and Demerara Fire and General help you get started with planning for your future today. I'm with Dem.
Calling all small to large scale businesses. The International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo.
The government, through the Ministry of Education, has revised its salary increase offer to the teachers to 9% for 2024 and 8% for 2025 and another 8% for 2026. 2 weeks ago, the government was offering the nation's teachers a 7% increase. The Ministry of Education put forward the revised figures today as it met with the Guyana Teachers Union for another round of negotiations on a multi-year package for teachers in the public sector. Following the meeting, the president of the Guyana Teachers Union, Dr. Mark Light, while not divulging specific details about the latest offers, told News Source that the GTU is still not satisfied with the latest offer and will not accept it.
Build on what the last two we had several matters that had to be addressed, in the sense that the ministry had promised to return today with an update on those matters. We've gotten definitive positions on some of those areas, and the two sides are again stuck with the agreement on the percentage. We agreed to meet next week Wednesday for a further update on the percentage area.
In its proposal to the Education Ministry, the Guyana Teachers Union recommended that teachers on scales 1 to 3 be paid a 39.5% salary increase for this year, with an additional 30% for next year and another 30% for 2026. With regards to teachers on scales 4 to 19, the union proposed a salary increase of 35% for this year and an additional 30% for 2025, with another 30% for 2026. The GTU president said while the union and the Education Ministry were unable to reach an agreement on the core issue of salary increases for teachers, they were able to address other issues, including non-financial matters.
The union feels that the government can do better with the offer that they presented.
Could you confirm reports that the percentages proposed today has some 9% of proposing?
Well, what has been in social media has been speaking about percentages offered. I can tell you that what was offered today was a little more than what was circulating in social media.
And that is unacceptable.
Yeah, we have not accepted that.
While repeatedly denying to offer more details about the meeting and the offers and counter-offers, the GTU president said the two sides have agreed not to disclose particular details of the negotiations until those negotiations have concluded. Facing criticism over recent statements against the local judiciary and judicial officers, Vice President Barbara Jagdeo today declared that there is no other organization in the country that respects the country's judiciary and judicial process like his party, the People's Progressive Party Civic. Last week, the People's National Congress Reform and the Alliance for Change both called out the Vice President and his government over his statements and their statements about ongoing matters before the local courts and judicial officers. This afternoon, Mr. Jagdeo responded and said even as the local judiciary has a right to make its rulings, his party has a right to respectfully disagree with any ruling.
So our democratic credentials here are very established. Our position as a political party and as a government in terms of respect for the independence of the judiciary is unmatched in Guyana. And the same people who sought to undermine the independence of the judiciary now conveniently complains.
Vice President Jack Dio said his party and the government will not be silenced if it feels it is being shortchanged by the local judiciary. He noted that even in the U.S., the Supreme Court's rulings are being questioned by politicians.
But in Guyana's case, if you even respectfully question some of the rulings, which we believe can't be substantiated by the case as presented, the facts as presented, it's an attack on the judiciary. But it's very convenient for APNU and the AFC to say this.
And turning his attention again on the elections fraud trial, the vice president maintains that the trial for the case should have started long ago. He said it has been almost 4 years since charges were filed, and the trial has only recently started.
Now, as ordinary citizens of this country, what should you be thinking? They don't want you to even consider that this matter has been long delayed. Look how all the other matters are moving forward rapidly.
Attorney General Anil Nandlal has also recently been accused of criticizing the judiciary following the ruling of a high court judge. Mr. Nandlal has also defended his decision to communicate his dissatisfaction with the ruling by saying that the judge had been harsh.
What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
Region 4. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union will be hosting its annual general meeting for the period 2021 to 2022 on Sunday, the 25th of August, 2024 for members of Region Number 4. The meeting will be convened at the Critchlow Labor College, Wolford Avenue at 10 hours. Members are encouraged to pre-register at bit.ly/GPSCCU AGM 2024 for further instructions on how to take part in the meeting and to vote for a new committee of management. The meeting will take place both online and in person at various locations across the country. Full participation of members is encouraged. Let us move your credit union forward. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. People helping people.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Monster, bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster, grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Buster, bust the flavors. Buster, bust the flavors.
The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union has turned the sod for the construction of a new branch in New Amsterdam, Berbice. During the sod turning ceremony on Wednesday, the chairman of the credit union, Trevor Ben, explained that the move will see thousands of the credit union's members in regions 5 and 6 no longer having to travel to Georgetown to access the credit union, as all of the services being offered at the main office will be decentralized.
We are here today to turn the sod for a building which will make it permanent. So you don't have to leave town at all. New Amsterdam, you don't have to leave Berbice. So whether you're region 5 or region 6, there's a place close by that you could come to transact it.
Mr. Ben explained that the credit union has already appointed regional representatives in all of the regions where there is no office. He said that move is to ease the burden from members who sometimes have to travel all the way to Georgetown for services and small loans.
We understand that sometimes there are personality issues, so people don't want to deal with a rep for whatever reason. But we are encouraging you to utilize the reps in your region to avoid having to come to town. Once the rep gets your information, she channels it to the office in Georgetown, and it is processed within a couple of days, and the transaction is completed. So you don't need to, unless you must come to Georgetown. We advise you not to come to Georgetown.
Ben also said the credit union is aiming to match the services of other credit unions across the Caribbean, touting the introduction of Visa cards and ATM machines for credit union members. He also explained that the New Amsterdam branch is one of 2 buildings that the credit union is hoping to construct over the next 2 years, as there are also plans for the construction of a multi-complex facility here in Georgetown. Meanwhile, the mayor of New Amsterdam, Wainwright McIntosh, commended the credit union for the work it has been doing.
And it is against this backdrop I'm beginning to see the vision of sustainability as a credit union. And so I wish to say congratulations to not only the leadership of this credit union, but the general membership. Heartiest of congratulations.
The mayor's sentiments were echoed by the Deputy Regional Executive Officer, Mary Samaru, who also urged public servants in the region who are not yet members to join the Public Service Credit Union. The Georgetown City Council is working with the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry to help businesses develop better waste disposal systems as the city battles a serious waste disposal problem. In addition to the failure of some waste disposal contractors to remove garbage in a timely manner, the City Council is also battling with the age-old issue of the indiscriminate dumping of garbage by businesses in and around the city of Georgetown. On a daily basis, persons linked to several businesses can be seen dumping garbage along the city streets and even in the drains. City Mayor Alfred Mentor said the issue came up for discussion during a recent meeting with the Chamber of Commerce, and it was agreed that the 2 sides will work to help businesses develop better waste disposal systems. The mayor said the first step would be to ensure that all businesses operating in the city have garbage receptacles that match the magnitude of their businesses.
Many of the persons who don't have receptacles, that is something we'll try to implement, to have more persons or more businesses having a better garbage plan and packing their garbage so that the garbage people could pick them up. Not to be scattering it anywhere and then some vagrant or something come along and also scatter it even further. So these are things that we're working with. This is a collaborative approach.
Mayor Mentor said in keeping with the country's environmental laws, the municipality through the city constabulary has been placing offenders before the court for littering in public spaces. He said back in June a total of 35 matters were presented before the magistrate's court. 10 persons were charged with the offense of littering, with one being fined the sum of $50,000 and another sentenced to 2 weeks community service.
I could safely say we have a department dealing with that. We have a small department treating with it. We have where the prosecuting section of the council through the constabulary deals with this issue. We've been very vigilant in dealing with these matters, having those persons walk around and check what's going on and ensure that on a daily basis we have people who are not doing the right things, cause those persons to be prosecuted.
However, the mayor said while persons are being prosecuted in the courts for littering, a collaborative approach is needed to address the problem that appears to be plaguing the entire country.
A matter that we have to treat culturally is a matter that we have to look after and educate the people, and is a matter that we have to look to create more advocacy and cause people to be able to do things differently, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together and all hands must be on deck if we're going to want to find the real solutions to this issue. And it's not that one just pointing finger at one set of people, when all of us is part of this and all of us has to find solutions moving forward.
Meanwhile, the City Council continues to work with a number of waste disposal companies to ensure that garbage receptacles around the city are emptied on time and the streets are cleaned regularly, the mayor said.
Region 4. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union will be hosting its annual general meeting for the period 2021 to 2022 on Sunday, the 25th of August, 2024 for members of Region Number 4. The meeting will be convened at the Critchlow Labor College, Wolford Avenue at 10 hours. Members are encouraged to pre-register at bit.ly/GPSCCU AGM 2024 for further instructions on how to take part in the meeting and to vote for a new committee of management. The meeting will take place both online and in person at various locations across the country. Full participation of members is encouraged. Let us move your credit union forward. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. People helping people.
Calling all small to large scale businesses. The International Building Expo 2024 is coming to the National Stadium from August 8th to 11th, 2024. Whether you're a small business or a major player, there's a package for you starting as low as $20,000. Network with industry leaders, boost your brand visibility, and generate high quality sales leads. Register now at www.buildingexpo.gy. That's www.buildingexpo.gy or call 592-635-1103 or 592-635-1104.
Oh no, welcome to Building Expo. Yeah.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
NYC, New York City. Get ready as the original Big People Party with the same vibes you've seen and loved comes to you this Labor Day weekend on Saturday, August 31st with some of the biggest one-man bands out of Guyana and New York. Look out for Super A, Murphy, Buster, and Super Terry. Big People Party! Along with the legendary Glenn Washington.
Baby, don't take my kindness for weakness. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
Glenn Washington and his band at Industry City, New York City. Get your super early bird general tickets at $40 and VIP access $150 all inclusive. And all are available at hjexperience.com. This event is brought to you by Hits and Jabs Entertainment, Marvelous Entertainment, and GD Events. It's the original Big People Party at Industry City, New York City on Saturday, August 31st. The big and proper edition.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall in the region. Venezuela's legal system mounted more challenges against the country's political opposition on Wednesday, as the candidate the alliance says won the July 28 election was ruled in contempt of court and now faces imprisonment. The head of Venezuela's Supreme Court ruled Edmundo Gonzalez, who says he beat President Nicolas Maduro in the vote, was in contempt of court after refusing to answer a summons to attend what it said was a certification of the results. According to Reuters, Gonzalez, a 74-year-old former diplomat, could face up to 30 days in jail for contempt. Numerous Venezuelan opposition leaders have faced arrest and imprisonment or fled into exile in recent years. Gonzalez, in a letter posted on X on Wednesday, said if he attends court, he will be totally vulnerable due to powerlessness and violation of due process and can put his freedom at risk. Venezuela's electoral authority, which the opposition accuses of being biased towards Maduro, declared Maduro the winner of the election early on July 29th, with around 51% of the vote. But it has not yet produced the voting tallies. The opposition, led by Maria Corina Machado and Gonzalez, says it has copies of the voting tallies that show it won the election with more than 7 million votes, compared to Maduro's 3.3 million votes. That result is broadly similar to that predicted by independent exit polls. Forensic authorities in the Dominican Republic worked Wednesday to identify the remains of at least 14 decomposed bodies found on an abandoned vessel 10 nautical miles of its northern coast. The Dominican Republic Navy said the 14 skeletons appear to belong to individuals from Senegal, according to the documentation found next to the bodies. Authorities are also working to determine the cause and time of the deaths and whether 12 packages of a substance found on the boat contained illicit drugs, presumably cocaine or heroin. Cell phones and geolocation devices were also found on the boat, the Navy said. The Atlantic route from West Africa to the European Union territory is one of the most dangerous in the world. Boats that miss their destination can be swept away by the Atlantic trade winds and currents from east to west, drifting for months. Migrants often died of dehydration and malnutrition. Others have also been known to jump into the ocean out of desperation. And finally tonight, international news. Israeli forces stepped up airstrikes across the Gaza Strip on Thursday, killing at least 40 people, Palestinian medics said, in further battle with Hamas-led militants as Israel braced for potential wider war in the region. According to Reuters, Israeli airstrikes hit a cluster of houses in central Gaza, killing at least 15 people, with another 4 killed in a nearby camp. Israeli aircraft also bombed a house in the heart of Gaza City in the north, killing 5 Palestinians, while another airstrike in the southern city of Khan Yunis killed 1 person and wounded others, according to medics. Later on Thursday, 15 Palestinians were killed and 30 injured in Israeli bombings of 2 schools east of Gaza City, the territory's civil emergency service said in a statement. The Israeli military said it struck Hamas command and control centers embedded in schools in a neighborhood in Gaza City where Hamas militants were operating. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.